Hey, Dacey here. I'm with Danny Bulford, 15-year RCMP veteran. Maybe you can tell them just a little quick backstory.
Well,
quick.
joined the RCMP out of Alberta in 2006. Spent the first almost 7 years in Yukon Territory. Transferred to Ottawa in 2013. For 8 years, I was a sniper observer on the emergency response team here in Ottawa. A lot of our time was spent protecting Justin Trudeau.
Yeah. So Danny, you may have seen him. Was did you turn yourself in during the convoy? How exactly did that go down?
Yeah. So during the right near, I think it was on the 18th, the first day of the big dismantle operation. Yeah. I did a press conference. I was down at the front line, first of all, by Rideau and Sussex, trying to convince the Ottawa police not to do what they were doing. And then I did a press conference with Tom Marazzo and another gentleman, Derek, a military veteran, at the Lord Elgin Hotel. After the press conference, my wife showed me a message on her phone from our neighbor that said that the news is reporting that the police are looking for Danny to arrest him. So I walked down to Rideau and Sussex, found the RCMP, presented myself, asked if they were looking for me, and I was arrested for mischief.
Yeah, so I saw the video of that as you came across, and I mean, without incident, obviously, you did the right thing, and like you always do, I guess. And then, so you were charged with mischief then? And
no, I wasn't charged.
You were just released?
Okay. Yeah, they held me in custody for about 10 and a half hours. And then I was arrested for mischief, and then they added on, at the cell block in Ottawa Police Headquarters, they added on disobeying a court order, and there was a third one. Oh, obstruction.
Yeah. So those are kind of the ones
they were blanketing everybody with that.
Yeah.
But then, so I was held in custody for about 10 and a half hours. Right around midnight, the homicide detective that was like the lead on Tamara's file, or lead on everything's file, the great big Benson guy.
I know him,
he pulled me out of the cell block, and he had all my stuff. And I was like, okay, here we go. They're going to try and like wheel me a deal, right? And he took me up to the interview room, sat me down, and his first question was like, why are you here? I was like, well, because I was arrested for mischief. And he said, well, did you ask to be arrested for mischief? And I said, well, that's not how this works. Like,
yeah.
And then he basically just said, like he was visibly annoyed. So I think I was arrested by accident. I don't think I was actually on their arrest plan.
Yeah.
But anyways,
you got scooped up in the net.
I got scooped up. I think that I put the RCMP guys on the spot, and someone just made like a hasty decision to arrest me. But even though I don't think I was part of the arrest plan.
You weren't a target anyway. So
I don't think so.
Yeah,
not based on his demeanor and his behavior. Yeah. Anyways, he just said, well, we're not going to charge you with anything, so you're free to go, but this has to end. And I said, well, I agree. I meant the mandates have to end. And he said, a lot of people got hurt today. And I didn't know. I was in jail. So I said, well, on which side? And he said, on both. And I was like, well, our message was always to remain peaceful no matter what, right? Because, I mean, I also knew that everything in those rooms is audio and video recorded, right? Of course. So, like, no, that our message was always stay peaceful no matter what. Yeah. And then after I got out, I ran into an RCMP officer that I knew.
Okay.
He was waiting to get his food from McDonald's. And I asked him, hey, did anybody get hurt today? Well, first he asked me if I was okay, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And I asked, did anyone get hurt today? And the only information he knew anything about was the lady being trampled by the horse.
Yeah, I saw some people get hurt, but they weren't law enforcement.
They weren't law enforcement.
Yeah.
And then, but he didn't tell me anything about cops getting hurt. And then I asked OPP sitting in a cruiser, the same thing, like a little bit further in my walk. I said, hey, are you guys all good today? They're like, yeah, we're good, thanks. And then I saw an Ottawa police officer in his cruiser later on in the walk.
Yeah.
And when I was going to link back up with my wife, and I said, hey, you guys all good today? And he's like, yeah, we're all good, thanks. So Benson was trying to manipulate me.
Yeah, and I guess there's a lot of that going on with certain law enforcement. I mean, there was lots that I spoke to too that were great, and since as well. And then so now we've got, I guess, the Emergencies Act coming up. It's a big thing.
Yes.
What do you think is gonna? You think it's gonna go anywhere? What do you think it's gonna be? Transparent, fair?
Well, I have no idea what the ultimate result. Even if the commission rules in favor of the convoy or finds that it was unlawful to invoke it, I have no idea what the consequences will be. But it is a major opportunity for witnesses like myself and others that are going to be representing the convoy or people involved with the convoy to be able to tell our story, to tell the truth of what actually happened, and it will be live streamed to the entire nation.
Yeah, and that will end up in a public record, I would hope.
Oh, absolutely.
And it'll be out on, I mean, a lot of the videos out there, but people dismiss it, oh, it's on YouTube. When it's coming through this, it's gonna give it an air of legitimacy to it.
The commission is live streaming it to the entire country.
Are you going to be participating in that?
Yeah, I'm a witness, yes.
Okay, so, and Tom is as well, or?
Tom Marazzo, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, there's a number of people that are represented by the JCCF lawyer team that are going to be there as participating as witnesses. So absolutely, please watch it. For people who were impacted by the mandates and especially by the invocation of the Emergencies Act, you can submit written statements to the Commission. You just have to go onto the Public Inquiry Commission website. You can watch the live stream, so please watch it. If you have video of Ottawa during the convoy, there is a convoylive.com. Please go on that website and try and get that video uploaded so that if there's a witness that is trying to mislead the public about something that happened, you can communicate that to the legal team, and the legal team can pull that up in real time and try and refute it.
So that's going to be incredibly helpful.
That'll be an incredible
and that website's live now.
Tool.
It went live last week, so I have quite a bit of video too. So I'm going to put some serious time in this week and make sure I get all my video on there too.
Yep.
Okay, well that's awesome. Thanks so much for taking a minute here to talk to me, Danny.
Yeah, hey, my pleasure.
Okay, awesome.
Good to see you.
Yeah, take care.
You bet.